Research. When you begin writing your book, you will need to do some research. For example, when I wrote a book about online courses, I needed to watch a lot of online courses. Indeed, the type of research that you will need to do will depend on the type of book which you are writing. The first thing to remember about research, though, is don't overdo it. Speaking from personal experience, research can become a form of procrastination. In other words, it shouldn't take you 10 hours of research in order to write 40 words. At this point, you may be wondering why I am so focused on the amount of words that I write each day. The reason for this is because my word count lets me know how productive I am. For example, I will do everything in my power to make some progress on my book each day. Indeed, if all I'm able to write is 20 words, that is still much better than 0. Obviously, though, I need to average more than 20 words per day. So I encourage you to also keep track of your daily word count. Your word processing software will tell you how many words that you have already written. In other words, if you have written 5,000 words, then write the number 5,000 into your notebook. Since I'm old-fashioned, I like to have a pen and paper notebook next to me. So if your writing goal is 150 words, then don't stop until you have 5,150 words. Now, if you're going to be late for work, then you aren't going to reach your writing goal that day. However, if you wrote 100 words, that's all right. At least you made some progress. Do you see how simple writing is? In order to be a writer, you don't have to be a genius. Instead, you just have to be someone who has self-discipline. In other words, you need to force yourself to write even when you don't feel like it. Your pep talk is over, so let's get back to learning about research. Wikipedia is another website which can help you with your research. Although some articles on this website are better than others, Wikipedia is a great resource for your writing. Since some of you are new to writing, let me give you a few tips. First of all, in each Wikipedia article, there are hyperlinks. If you click on these links, they will usually take you to other Wikipedia articles. In these articles, you will find plenty of information that will help you write your book. For example, when I was writing the Elizabeth, I had to do a lot of research about the 19th century. This research was about people that lived in America and in Europe. Thankfully, I was able to learn more about this time period with the help of Wikipedia. Another nice thing about Wikipedia is that the articles also have links to external resources. In other words, Wikipedia will tell you about articles and books that are not part of the Wikipedia website. For instance, Wikipedia will often encourage you to visit the Internet Archive. This makes sense because the Internet Archive has a huge amount of free ebooks that you can read. When I was writing the Elizabeth, I usually didn't have time to read an entire ebook from this website. However, there were many times when I read a few chapters from a relevant ebook. Are you beginning to see how Wikipedia and the Internet Archive can help you with your research? You have all the research resources that you need right at your fingertips, so take advantage of it. Now let me share another research resource with you. This resource is a website that is called LibriVox. The beauty of this website is that it allows you to listen to free audiobooks. Sometimes you will want to listen to an entire audiobook, but sometimes you will only want to listen to a few chapters. Needless to say, I love LibriVox. The LibriVox website is also owned by the Internet Archive. There are other websites which are also owned by the Internet Archive. Although I haven't yet explored these other websites, I'm assuming that they are useful. Since Wikipedia knows that LibriVox is a useful website, they will encourage you to listen to the books on this website. Although Wikipedia, Internet Archive, and LibriVox are amazing, I also encourage you to visit other websites. Indeed, You will find many of the websites which can help you with your research on DuckDuckGo and Google. So now that you know how to do your research, it's time to start writing your first book.